Hello campers, welcome to week 4, Called to Care, Camp at Home with Luther Park. This week we are talking about how we are called to care for peace. And by peace, we mean peace within relationships. Peace within relationships between neighbors, between community members, between people that you interact with, between other people in the world. So, our passage this week comes from Matthew, and Jesus tells his disciples the greatest commandment of all. He says that the greatest commandment of all is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and then to love all humankind as you love yourself. Does that sound kind of familiar? That sounds just like a camp song that we sing, that campers love. I'm sure you love it too. It is called the Never Ending Love Song, and you can find that song on our YouTube page, Luther Park, Danbury, Wisconsin, and you can sing along to it, and you can memorize it, and then you can always remember the greatest commandment of all, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and to love all humankind. So, with that, thinking about how we can promote peace within our relationships and within our world, your spiritual activity this week is to do a peace pledge. And on this peace pledge, you're going to think of places in your home or in your community or neighborhood or the world where we need some new beginnings and we need to promise to promote more peace. Maybe that includes more listening, maybe that includes taking more time to understand people's stories, maybe that's reaching out to people and letting them know that they're loved and that they are not forgotten about. Whatever that might be, whatever you want to commit to or promise to, you're going to write it down in here and you're going to practice some of those over the next week or a couple weeks or maybe even a couple months. Your family activity is to make different signs. So you're going to get artistic and you're going to think of different messages that you want to send to your neighbors or people inside your house or your family members or your community, and you're going to post them in your windows. You're going to draw on your sidewalk with chalk. You might want to hang them up at the park if that's something that you are allowed to do. You might need to check in on that first. However, you want to try to get messages out, positive, uplifting, encouraging messages out to other people. That would be great. Your craft this week is doing a sand mandala. And in your booklet, it explains what a mandala is and why they are used in meditation practices and how they're used in other cultures, or why they're important in other cultures, as well as sometimes our Christian culture as well. And then you have 2 challenges this week. Your recipe is to make a cinnamon twist, maybe over a fire, or maybe you can find a similar recipe to do this in your oven. And then to worship with us. So we hope that you find one of our worships or campfires on our YouTube page, and you spend some time as a family worshiping the camp way. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week learning about peace in your communities, and we can't wait to see you next week for our final week of Called to Care Camp at Home. Have a great week.